Okay. Doobie doobie. You're welcome to rebuild it, Sean, if you want to. I just built it today. It doesn't have to be right. Maybe we can make a better version. Okay, so this seems good. I think you keep this. This is a pretty solid keep. If there are no lands to begin with. Brains. Oh no, it's all good, man. Brains, a couple of probe, a time twister, wheel that he can't cast, and a UC. All right, so and a swap. So I think what we do here is you just go Dark Writ, Necropotence. Drew Black Lotus. Okay. Yeah, I like just going. Dark Ritual Necropotence. What are the odds that I play a bug deck later? I don't have one built for Vintage. So how many cards do you think we actually need off this Necropotence? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, how many cards do we actually really need? Brian says, can't you win with Doomsday? Not immediately, Brian. I actually don't win immediately with the Doomsday. So that's 4 cards. I mean, the opponent's on an unfair deck, not a fair deck, so I'm actually fine drawing quite a few cards here. Let's see, that's 7. Do I go deeper? Do I think I need more than 7? I'm gonna take one more for good measure. 7 seems perfect. Take one more for good measure. I think I also should have considered just casting the Lotus. Unfortunately, he does get to know what I'm on. Magus. Match of the Moon, Humility, Painter's Servant. What? That seems like a really awkward board state. But yeah, Brian Osars, we can win with Doomsday. It's just we would have needed to not league Gataxian Pro. We would have had to just gone for the Doomsday. Because you need a draw spell to get into what you tutor for with the Doomsday. It doesn't, you know, it just makes a 5-card pile. It doesn't, of your choice, which is very powerful, but it doesn't, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't, it doesn't immediately win the game unless you have a way to draw into it. No, another probe. Okay. I mean, he knows if he doesn't do something, he's probably toast. So I like playing probe. I think that's reasonable. Probe duress my Doomsday. Duress my Black Lotus. What do you take? Took the Doomsday. Now, since we went Necropotence first, you know, I can't use Yawgmoth's Will. Since you took the Doomsday, do we want to draw more cards with the Necropotence? If we want to draw more cards with Necropotence, I believe this is the last moment to do it. I feel like this is going to get there, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Although that was his chance to, you know, rip his own gross, you know, tendrils. That was it right there. So since he's kind of cleared that hurdle, I feel like we could even just draw more. What happened? He went Gitaxian, C, Duress, is what he did. And he took the Doomsday. Just thinking if I want more cards or not. Alright, so I think you go Underground C and just... I mean, since we're drawing it to 9, do we want to put the Soul Ring in? I could see wanting to cast Soul Ring. I mean, again, it adds to the Storm Cat. Like, maybe we have some lands that in this, what is this, 8? Maybe we'll have some lands in this we don't want. I guess so. I thought I drew immediately with it, Riku. Didn't I? I remember drawing in my own turn with Necropotence, or, well, exiling with Necropotence. I'm pretty sure I used it immediately. Oh yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to cast the ring. I could see wanting to cast ring. I feel like these were supposed to go in my hand, have gone in my hand already. Alright, so there's a mire we can discard. Sign says I probably drew on my own end step. I thought I drew either here. I thought I drew either here or here. I mean, this should be enough. So we'll just discard the mire and the... what? Would you discard the off-color Mox? You know what sucks is the only draw spell here is the Gush. I would even consider the off-color Mox, and then we just win off of the. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doomsday and Gush is all I need here. Yeah, so I mean we could pitch the off-color Mox. You don't think I need the Duress? If he's also on a Doomsday build, or some sort of permission build, we'll want the Duress, but you could pitch the Duress. Well, Sean O, we also have, I've also got, Labman isn't the only win condition. We also have, no, it's fine, just, okay. We've also got Tendrils, so it's not, you know, you can get the Tendrils off the Doomsday. I don't feel like pitching Lotus. You think he's just on Pure Storm? Yeah, I mean, like, the wheel is pretty indicative that he could just be Pure Storm. I mean, we've already practiced the Labman several times. I'd rather like to practice the Tendril skill, actually, because we've done the Lab Maniac a couple times already. So you think he's casting Wheel here? I'd like to try like to try the tendril skill. Let's live on the edge. Let's try the tendril skill. So that means pitching the lab man.
I mean, this looks lethal to me. It's just Lotus, Jet, Ruby, Doomsday, then Gush, then Win. Yeah, we do have like a million Storm. And he's only at 15, so we don't have to Storm for much. We don't actually have to Storm for much. We just have to make a 5-card pile that finishes off the tendrils. The only mistake I could make here is you know, messing up with the Doomsday pile or, you know, something of the sort. I mean, you obviously need to Gush after the Doomsday. Doomsday has to happen first. So that could be a mistake as well. So we want a tendrils in this thing. What is this? We can actually take a peek at the tendrils. It's already at storm count 4, so it's going to go to storm count 5. Could put an ancestral in this thing. It doesn't really matter. Could be like tendrils, ancestral. Oh yeah, you can do that, Shano. We could have sacked the Lotus prior to the Doomsday. I also want to see if this deck even wants the Lion's Eye Diamond. I've been curious about this Lion's Eye. I haven't put it in a pile yet. I kind of want to, because I haven't put it in a pile yet. I'd kind of like to see if the one of diamond actually makes the cut. So one way to do that is to just put it in the pile and see if we use it, and using it properly, like using it for the full value. Maybe you stick some Gitaxian probes in this thing. I don't know. Put the Yogwill in there. We just like Yogwill. Yogwill doesn't work like you want it to, I don't think. Because of the Necropotence design. So we'd only get the Dark Ritual and the Probe. Is that good enough for a Yogwill? I don't think so. It's not that great. What did I say? I mean, I was just saying tendrils, recall, a couple of probes, and a Lion's Eye Diamond could be fine. Cards only get exiled if you discard them. Isn't the will win more here though? I'd rather test the diamond. Run the Lotus Petal. I mean, I'd rather test the Lion's Eye Diamond in this list. Because again, I don't even know if we need it, but I kind of want to test it. Pretty sure this gets there. Why ancestral and no blue? Oh, we've got blue here, Brian. I think this works just fine. It's just ordering it properly. So we're going to draw into 2 cards, right? We may not get to use the Lion's Eye like I'd like to, though. We'll see. I'm just trying to think how I want to order this. So we're drawing into 2 cards. And then we use the Ancestral to draw into the other 3 with the Ancestral on the stack, crack the diamond? Couldn't it be the first 2 cards, couldn't they be Ancestral Diamond, and then the rest of the other cards could just be Probe Tendrils? But we can't cast these probes because they draw us a card, and we wouldn't have any cards left. Did I make sure that the storm count was going to be lethal, I guess? Because Ancestral, unfortunately, accelerates the process. Yeah, I can't, Sean, I know. That's why I'm thinking maybe we're supposed to go with the 2 probes.